All right. What is all this about? What are we talking about here? What are we doing? What is the road to the better and better life? What is happy, healthy, wealthy all about? What is this? What the hell am I talking about? Well, it all starts here at the very beginning. This is a process. This is me being very fortunate, very, very, very serendipitous, and wanting to share my good fortune with you. Wanted to explain how sometimes things can come from a very bad place and they can arise, they can, should I say, rise to somewhere that's incredible and something that's phenomenal to share. So that's what I want to do. I want to talk to you about the better and better life first. What is that? Well, the better and better life, it's a mentality, it's a mindset. It's about taking the necessary actions that are going to place you on this road that, and we always talk about three things, and I talk about this over and over. Maybe it's because my favorite number is three, that it seems like there are sets of three. I have three children. My oldest son's name is three. I don't know, three is my number. But let's think about it like this. These two sets, I see two sets of three. So the first set of three is happy, healthy, wealthy. And we talk about finding your happiness. You have to find your happiness first. If you want to find your health, you want to have good health that's prolonged and isn't just situational based on how things are going right now, then you have to have an overall happy mindset. I'm going to share with you what my methods are throughout these videos, throughout our time together, and then later on we'll do some different things, some different activities, fun things that will allow me to kind of interact with you and share with you how things for me have worked out, how we were able to create a record label, how we were able to create a management company, a publishing company, an apparel company, on working on another apparel company, and how we can continuously attract great people around us, great musicians that are like-minded and have the creativity. When I talked to people about what I wanted to do, and I talked about doing that in Phoenix, Arizona, they told me I was crazy. They said, you got to go back to Atlanta. They said, I lived in Miami for a long time. They said, you got to go back to Miami. And that's not true. No matter where you are on this planet, you can create something incredible. But that's part of this, is that you have to have that happy demeanor. You have to have the correct mindset. You have to have the correct energy. And these things are going to allow you to get to where it is that you're trying to go on this road. And that road I keep talking about, that road is, or path, that you'll hear me, kind of say, on the pursuit to the better and better life. Well, what is it? What is the better and better life? The better and better life is a life that, because you are happy, it is filled with health, it is filled with wealth. That mindset for you changes, and we're going to discover how it is to change it. And it's through the books that I read, through the books. Books have so much information. Think about collectively all of the knowledge on the planet that we have, for the most part, is in books. And if we can access those books, and I don't have a problem with the fact that some people want to audible and listen to them, that's fine. I don't have a problem with the fact that some people want to do, read a little bit of this one and then go to something else and read a little bit of that one. I think that's fine. I've talked about this before. Books to me are like music. It's like your favorite song. You don't have to listen to it today and learn every single word on that album. You can listen to this song. Maybe next time you listen to it, you hear something that you didn't before. And then you can listen to a different song on the album, and then you can familiarize yourself with that. And you can still have a discussion about that album. There are things on this planet that you just don't have to do like our grandparents did it, or like their grandparents did it, because things are different. Things are 100% different now. This world is not the same. It's changing, it's evolving. I know a lot of people don't like that word. I don't care. Everything evolves, everything. And you can be a part of that evolution, or you can watch it happen. Either way it goes, the evolution is going to transpire. It is going to take place. So picking on my favorite number three, there are three other things that we talk about. And this is very important. When people are coming to this channel and people are discovering what it is that we're doing on this pursuit, on this road to the better and better life, and what it is that I'm teaching you and what it is that I'm sharing with you, this is based on, again, the number three, my experiences, one, two, the books that I've read, and three, the mentors that I've been so fortunate to have, and I'm so grateful for them. And you'll hear me talk about Dr. Hood and John LaGrassa and DJ Jam and Tate and just different people that are very special to me. Cedric Pitts, these people are incredible, and they've shared their journeys with me. And they've said, okay, Tip, you want to do this? This is something that you're interested in doing? I'm going to help you. I'm going to make time for you. I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to do my best to carve out just a little window so that you can express yourself and I can tell you what I think. And that's special to me. And I can therefore come to you and say, hey, this mentor helped me with my nightclub business, 2003 to 2007, how we became one of the hottest nightclubs in the city of Atlanta. If you came to Atlanta during 2003 and 2007 and you were in the hip hop community, in the hip hop scene, you were seeking hip hop entertainment, you came to our nightclub. It was the Living Room Nightclub in Buckhead, North Atlanta. And this is just part of it. This is just part of my journey and part of my storyline and things that I want to share with you so that you can see and you can understand. And I'll do interviews with people and I'll bring in some of my mentors and we'll travel and I'll bring you around with me and we'll go places and we'll do things. And this will be exciting for you. But I think it's important that you have somebody that you can tune into and that you can start to, just grasp a little bit, because maybe you're busy. Maybe you have time for a 10 or 12-minute video and I can kind of share with you things that are going to be useful on your journey to the better and better life without necessarily you having all the time in the world to go sit with mentors, to go sit with. I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very grateful for the people in my life that have allowed me this type of access, because it's not possible without the team. It's not possible without people that believe in you. But hopefully, it is my hope that as we pursue this obtainable, better and better life journey, it is very obtainable, that you attract the correct type of people into your world. And we'll talk so much about attraction, a little bit different than Rhonda Burns and The Secret and some of those different, and I love Rhonda. I think she's fantastic. But I have my own opinions, as you will discover, about pretty much everything. But three more things that we talk about all the time is that these three things we talked about: happy, healthy, wealthy, very important. And then discovering that moving forward along this path, that there are three things that continuously pop up. And this is what you guys ask me about all the time when I get the DMs and I see the comments, and I'm very grateful that anybody's even paying attention. But here's the first thing. People say, well, what about my business? And I'm very qualified to talk to you about business. A lot of you know I haven't worked a job since 2003. So that's a long time. 20 years is a long time. So being 2023 now. The other thing that people talk about is health and fitness. A lot of you guys know that I was into that. I am into that. I love the gym. It's a place that I spend a lot of time. I've had great mentors. Justin Breedlove, phenomenal. He's been his own science experiment with just finding out as much as he can about his body and pushing it to the limits, and different types of workouts and just things that you wouldn't believe and things that you haven't heard of. And to spend all that time with me going over things over and over and over, notebooks and notebooks of just information and data that was collected to try to figure out how to be efficient in the gym. And then the third big one that comes up, and I actually had somebody DM me, I talked a little bit about this, but I had somebody DM me and say, well, what qualifies you to talk about relationships? And I said, well, I was married for a long time, for a decade and a half. So relatively speaking, that's a third of my life, 15 years. So I think maybe the first 20 years don't count. So this is, relatively speaking, probably the most important years of my life that I was married, and tragically I lost my wife to breast cancer, and being left with three children. At the time they were 8, 6, and 11 months. So, and thankfully now they're well, they're 13. One will be 12 here very soon, and our little girl is going to be 6. So I'm qualified to talk about a lot of things because of my experiences and because of the people and because of the books that helped me achieve and then overachieve and to be successful along this journey. So I love to reference just different people. I talk about Jack Canfield a lot. I just think he's incredible, the way that he's able to break things down. I've talked to you so much already in these 5 or 6 episodes that I've already done about Canfield and his success principles. The success Success Principles. I think that everybody should own a copy. It's not dated. It's just not. It's one of those books that transcends time. And are people utilizing different methods for communication now? Yes, they are, but that doesn't matter. Those things are not important. It's the basics and the idea and the foundation of this book. They should give it to you in the 6th grade, and then you should be done with school. You don't need 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. You don't need those things. But we'll talk about all that later. Education now is at your fingertips, and you can be extremely smart. You can be extremely qualified to do a number of different things, and specifically in your area of interest, things that you find interesting, without going and wasting your time in somebody's classroom, in an environment that we know could be dangerous, in an environment where there could be teachers that maybe, there are lots of great teachers, but there are lots of teachers that maybe aren't giving everybody the same energy and the same effort and the same opportunity based on who knows what it is. So lots and lots of things to discuss moving forward. But I wanted to just share these things with you, and I appreciate your attention. So you'll hear me say this a lot. We're going to maintain this happy, healthy, wealthy mentality on the pursuit to the better and better life. And I like to say, please take care of yourself, take care of each other. And I always believe in peace.